good.
You doing good?
Training.
Right. What's new for you, bro?
Uh, just been in the gym. Planning on making my debut soon. So you know, just staying focused.
Yeah, man. I heard it was gonna be on the Canelo and Charlo undercard.
Yeah, September 30th.
Oof. Way to start a nice pro debut. You know what I'm saying? No better than in Vegas with a huge card like that. Probably one of the biggest cards of the year.
Yeah.
Um, before we get into that, you know what I'm saying? I know that you know, tabloids was talking about, and Mayweather was talking about you fighting on your pro debut with Wood. Right away, a title shot, when it came down to making a decision on, doing it and not doing it, tell me, what was it?
Uh, well, I feel like Floyd has always had big plans for me, and I told him that I planned on making my debut at 126, and then he asked me who the champions were, and we looked at a few of them. We seen Wood, and we was like, we we can handle that right now, and so we're gonna try to get the fight. I don't think it'll happen for my debut, because like he had put out on Twitter, whatever. But eventually down the line, a few fights later, I want to get him.
You want to get him, man. That sounds like you're gonna put a hurt on him. Uh, Talk to me. I mean, I know that you've seen his style. He's obviously a boxer. He got a couple losses. He lost to Lara, revenged his title back. What do you see in him that you guys was like, yeah, pro debut, yeah, we want Wood.
Uh, it's not like he's a bad fighter. Nothing. Wood got skills for sure, but I feel me as a fighter with you know, I've been coming up. I've been doing this since I was a baby. I'll take over. I feel like I'll be able to break him down later rounds.
Stop Wood.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, like you said, Mayweather has big plans for you. Do you know why for like why that fight didn't happen and why that decision of Wood
Uh,
didn't happen?
because Wood didn't want to take the fight as of right now. He actually he declined the fight and said he wanted to fight Floyd. So I don't know.
It looked like he'll get beat by both of y'all.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Mayweather wanted to be able to pay for the whole event. Um, Sadly, it seems to me he didn't want to be on a meme. Just getting beat by what?
Yeah.
You 17-year-old now? You 17 or 18?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah. I'm 17.
Right. So I don't blame him. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't blame him. I ain't trying to get beat
Yeah.
by no 17-year-old either. Um, Now, we got the Canelo undercard against Jamel Charlo. What does this, moment mean to you? What have you been doing differently? Gearing up to this training camp.
Uh, yeah. I've definitely been just working harder, being more focused in the gym, been game planning, been trying to be more strategic, and just opening up all around.
Mm. So talk to me. Is this going to be a four? Are you starting a 4 rounder, 6 rounder? Like what we doing?
It should be 6 rounds.
Straight to six. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Um, you know, who you do you know anything about your opponent, or is this something that you got to wait last minute for?
Uh, yeah. It's more last minute. We was planning on getting Wood, but now I feel they're gonna find me somebody. I had heard some talks. I think he's like 3-0 or something.
Okay, okay. What style of a fighter is he? Like what do you see in
I
him?
have no idea. I
No,
haven't seen him. I haven't seen the guy fight. None.
where it just seems to me you're not worried. You just want to be able to get onto the card and show a big performance. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, for the people that don't know who you are, Carmel, talk about a little bit about your amateur background and some of the guys that you've, been in the ring with in Vegas. Another thing too, I just got off the phone with Zab Judah. He told me that he seen you when you were a little baby, man. So he definitely
Yeah.
told me to give you a shout out for that and keep up the good work, he says. But yeah, nevertheless, talk to the people, let everybody know who you are.
Yeah, I'm a 18-time national champion. I've been number one in the USA for like 5, 6 years straight. I got 150 fights in the amateurs. I've been running the amateur games since I was little, and yeah, out in Vegas, I've been in there with lots of pros, champions, all that. I get a lot of good work out in Vegas. Been there with Tank, Shakur, all them, and yeah, that just helps me. It gives me a lot of experience.
Right, right. I remember talking to you. You told me that you were getting Tank ready for the Eastside Cruz fight, right?
Yeah.
Um, talk about that. A lot of people say you guys have a similar style, but you kind of throw a lot more punches.
Mm.
What did you learn in there, being in there with Tank?
Uh, yeah, no, Tank's really good. I feel like a lot of people sleep on his defense and his boxing ability. So and that's what I seen a lot. When I fought him, he wasn't really like he wasn't trying to dog me out, like walk me down, crack. He was trying to box and like move, similar to how he's fighting Isak Cruz. Like he was trying to fight like that, basically.
Do you feel like you really helped him out due to the fact that, I mean, I know you throw punches and punches and you swing with mean intentions. Same thing with Eastside Cruz. Probably the only thing about Eastside Cruz is he probably doesn't have great punch placement like you.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I feel like I did help Tank get ready for that fight, especially sparring him like for a week and a half right before it. And yeah, I was letting my hands go, so that definitely helped him prepare for Cruz. Good press fighter. I feel like it helped him a lot because I'm faster than Cruz. So
Mm.
when he got in there with Cruz, everything was so much slower. He could see it coming. So you know,
Were you able to speak to Tank after the sparring or after the Eastside Cruz fight?
uh, I spoke to him after the sparring. Not much. He just said, "Good work. You're good. Like you gonna be good." Stuff like that. And then I seen him when he was down here for the Ryan camp when he was down here in Vegas,
Mm.
and I said what's up to him.
So, talk to me about that Shakur Stevenson work, man. I mean, is he like the best fighter that you've been in there with, or would you have to say Tank?
Uh, I say that Shakur was definitely the hardest like to hit person I spar. Like it is very hard to hit him. I was landing shots, but it's difficult. You got to really set it up. You're not just gonna walk up and hit him. He got great range, all that, and me and Shakur probably got the best work, better than my work with Tank. Me and Tank only did 4 rounds. Me and Shakur did, I think it was either 6 or 8. It was 4 minute rounds too. So I got a lot of good work with him.
Wow, wow, wow. Now, what did he have to say about you at the end?
Shakur, he told me that I'm good. I'm better than a lot of pros right now. I'll beat them right now. And he told me that like I'm one of his favorite amateur fighters, and yeah, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I mean, you've been also sparring like world champions in Vegas as well, right? Like,
Yeah,
this ain't nothing new for you.
nah, it's not.
I seen one press conference with you and Mayweather. Um, he saluted you. He told people what to get, ready for. Was that nerve wracking to be like in a press conference like that, and just knowing that Mayweather is like, hey, it's your turn to talk now?
Yeah, it was because it was just out of the blue, and just I wasn't expecting it at all. But yeah, it was great. It was fun, and I appreciate Floyd for doing that.
Right, right, right. Um, for the people that don't know, I mean, you know, gearing up, I'm pretty sure you've had now more conversations with Floyd since the last time that we spoke. Um,
Yeah.
What are some of the topics and the information that he has given you now about to be entering September 30th in your pro debut? He's gave a lot of gems to Tank, and I'm sure he's doing the same thing with you. So, what were some of the conversations that you guys had that he mentally got you focused for the pros?
Uh, yeah, he been telling me just always be me. People always gonna have something to say. Just always stay focused, and just no matter what, people can go against me, whatever. As long as I'm true to it, I'm gonna be all right. And we've been working on boxing. He's been teaching me stuff for the pros, make it easier. Break people down slowly, and just be a smart fighter. And just yeah. And then he said that I'm gonna be a superstar.
You're gonna be a superstar. Do you believe have you has that like really like have you really like looked at that those words and been like, yeah, this I'm gonna be a superstar. Like, are you fully believed in that yet, or it just hasn't sunk in?
Nah, I believe that I've been putting the work in my whole life, and I feel like when I get up there in the lights, it's gonna show.
So, man, how does it feel, man, to like know that you're about to be pro?
Uh, it feels great. I feel ready. I'm excited. I've been waiting my whole life for this. All the amateurs, all the tournaments. It's all been preparation for this. So I'm ready.
Yeah, now your conversations with the general public are a little bit different. Obviously, you're probably gonna be telling the girls, "Yeah, I'm a pro boxer now." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, but nevertheless, man, and I'm not suggesting that you stay focused on your craft because, like you said, you
that's
definitely gonna be, that dude for sure. Um, you're starting your pro debut at 126 pounds, correct?
yeah.
Um, when it comes down to, I've heard also that you shared the ring with another champion at that weight class, Robesi Ramirez. Um,
Mhm.
another Southpaw. How is getting work like that, and due to the fact that you guys are in the same like weight, is that work more intense versus the bigger guys like Tank and Shakur?
Uh, yeah. I say the work with Robishi was very like head to head. Like I was right there with him. Like a lot of times, even getting the better. Like I'm right there with him. So I feel like yeah, the work was more intense. We was doing a lot, like 3 times a week almost for his whole camp, and just, yeah. But that was great work, and I had a great time doing it. Learned a lot from him.
Did you get him ready for Dog Boy, or did you get him ready for Japan?
It was for Dog Bay, his
Dog.
first type of fight.
Okay, okay. After that work, I know he's not like a great speaking English type of a guy. Like, obviously, what did you take from that sparring, um, than all the other ones? Because I mean, this is a world champion in the weight class you're going to be stepping into in the pros. Like, what mentally put you in the fact? Like, what were you thinking mentally?
Uh, I had a lot of confidence after that because me still being an amateur, I was getting ready for an amateur tournament, and I'm seeing like how well I'm doing with professional in the weight that I'm gonna be going pro at, and just I felt like I was ready. That's why I feel confident going into the pros, and just, yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence.
Do you believe last time I talked to you, you didn't really have a clue when you was gonna go pro. It seemed like you was probably gonna end up doing like, a handful of more tournaments. Um, you know, when it comes down to the transition of like amateur and pro, why don't you let some of these young youthful guys and for the boxing fans to know what have you took into it, because you're around a whole bunch of mentors that have been in the situation that you've been in, as far as having gathering lots of accolades as an amateur and then coming into the pros. Like, have you taken from that, um and what have you learned in the gym with all the coaches that have explained to you, besides the patience, of course?
Uh, I mean, definitely working on my punch placement, trying to slow things down, control the pace of the fight more, and just my condition and make sure I'm ready for the 6, 12 rounds, and just continuing to work hard. You know, uh, staying dedicated and just taking it even more serious than I was before.
Right. Have you gotten hit like without the headgear and 8 ounce gloves yet?
Nah, I haven't.
Is that something that you're not worried about?
Nah.
Nah. You probably believe you're gonna put more of a hurting on somebody else than they're
Yeah.
putting on you. Talk about some of these sparring clips that you've been putting up, man. You're talking to you, right? You're a calm, chill kid. Seeing you in the ring and seeing what the things that you say to some of these sparring partners, like, "Oh, I ain't hitting them hard. I ain't hitting them hard. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, how's that?" Or even this, right? You hit me with this one. You said, "Oh, that ain't punching. This is punching." So talk to me,
Yeah.
man. Like in the ring sparring, is that like where you say to yourself that this is my zen. This is where I let everything go as a kid, you know what I'm saying? As far as like this is where my home is.
Yeah, definitely. I feel comfortable in the ring. I've been doing this since I was a little kid, so it's second nature to me. And just I like to show my personality in the ring.
Right, right, right. Especially in the interviews and stuff like that, it helps people gravitate to who you are as a person. And in the same time, I heard that you have pretty much of a big fan base as an amateur as well. Like, is there a lot of people wanting to watch you as an amateur right now?
Yeah, when I would be at the tournaments, there'd be people everywhere I go. Oh, let me get a picture when you fighting. Then when I would fight, be people all in the crowds, cheering, whatever, going for the other guy, whatever. But all my fights, they be packed.
Right, right, right. And you can kind of see too, because you see it in the club shows for the pro club shows that when you're done fighting, the fans start to leave. Right?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
similar to what's happening with you as well?
yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. There's been a lot of fights that you know, how do you see yourself being moved as a pro? You know what I'm saying? And then also in the same time, you're obviously this is the PBC card. So is that like something that like is that where you plan on being with PBC, Mayweather Promotions? Is there a decision being made yet or not?
Uh, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I know I'm with Floyd for sure, and I'll probably end up being with Mid Promotions, whatever Floyd has planned for me.
Right, right, right. I kind of look at them as the same, to be honest.
Yeah, they
Uh,
are. Sure.
right, exactly. Um, So, nevertheless, when we talk about guys that you feel like you will be seeing in your career, and in the same time as well, like Floyd had like big plans for you for this dude Wood being in your pro debut. When do you feel like how many fights you think you'll be a champion, or you don't have no idea?
Uh, I don't have no idea. Whenever the opportunity comes, like you said, we was trying to get in one, but definitely within a year, I see. Floyd been telling he trying to move me quick. I feel like I have the skills for it. He feel like I have the skills and the ability to do it. So we ready whenever.
100%, man. 100%. We got 80 people on the live, guys, with 18 likes. We got the young phenom right here, Cormel Moton. Let's get these likes up so we can get more viewership going on. Um, Nevertheless, bro, we have been having so many different fights been happening. When we talk about some of the favorite fights this year, what was your favorite performance out of all the fights that we had this year?
Uh, I have to say, Bud. It hurt me to watch the fight, but I got to give it to Bud. That was a amazing performance, best he's ever looked. And just congrats to him.
You obviously and you in the boxing world really don't. We never thought that this was going to happen as far as
Yeah,
so clean cut. Um,
yeah.
I know you had Spence, um, but in the same time, was that because of more of a the relationship you guys have, or more on the simple facts of, you like his style, or what was the reasoning of why you thought Spence
Uh,
was going to win?
I wouldn't say it's because of the relationship. I just genuinely thought Spence was gonna win. Spence is one of my favorite fighters, still is, and I feel like Spence wasn't 100%. There's no excuses, but I feel like if they fought at 154, Spence will do a lot better.
I see you didn't say he would win. You say that he would do better. Now, when you say, you didn't see him as 100%, lots of people say the same thing. When did you see that? Like, when did it come to you? Was it in the locker room doing pads? Was it, gearing up to the fight? Like, what was it?
I say like probably the second or third round. After he got dropped, I seen like he tried to come back a little bit, and then the third round he was done. His legs was already gone, and then I knew from there like fight's over with.
So you still gave him a chance after the second round knockdown with
Yeah,
that 2-1.
I thought after the knockdown he was gonna come back stronger. He was gonna start getting on Crawford and stop waiting so much. But when he came out the third round, I seen his legs wasn't there.
Right, right. Um, do you believe that it's like something that has to do with weight draining? Have you ever dealt with weight draining as a kid? I know you're a big
Uh,
stocky kid, so have you ever dealt with that? And how does it feel when you're in the ring, sparring, when you're full? You know what I'm saying? Your walk around weight, throwing punches versus gearing up to a tournament that you're probably like a couple days away.
uh, yeah, it definitely takes a toll on you. You feel a little bit weaker when you walking around. Sparring in the gym, you feel strong. You 100%. You whooping people, and then when you cutting, getting ready for the tournament, you sparring people. You might have to take it a little slower. You feel weaker, but it's all about the rehydration too, uh, and just cutting weight the right way.
Right, right. Um, I also remember you saying that if it wasn't boxing, it would be football, right?
Yeah.
Right. Um, when we talk about like you being able to like walk around in your normal weight, how does it? Would you rather be a bigger kid coming down, or would you rather be a smaller kid coming up when it comes down to your career as the pros is concerned?
Uh, it really doesn't matter. As of right now, I'm coming down. Of course, I'm fighting that. I feel like if you shouldn't you shouldn't fight again natural walk around weight.
Right,
That's not when you're in tip top shape. If you can make the weight, that's your weight.
right.
And so yeah,
Now, in your eyes, when it comes to Terrence Crawford, do you hold him at like a higher weight? Do you have your own little pound for pound list in your head? Do you think of him any higher than after this performance with one of your favorite fighters?
uh, yeah, I put him at the top right now. I always liked Bud, but I thought Spence was gonna win. But yeah, Bud the best fighter right now.
Right.
I don't see nobody beating him.
Mm, mm. When you knew about like, you know, um, him coming in being a switch hitter, knowing that Errol Spence was a southpaw, did you ever thought of that as a situation as far as like how about if he comes out southpaw the whole time?
I didn't, and I noticed that gave Earl problems. He couldn't really deal with another southpaw.
Right. Exactly. Um, and then at the same time, do you believe like Shakur being his sparring partner for that fight? Also, he had Willie Monroe in there for the size as well. Did you also believe that it was like he can't beat Spence, but the sharpness and the speed, like how you said, what you did for
Yeah,
Tank, you're quicker than Pitbull.
yeah.
So it was a great mix gearing up to the fight. Now, like just seeing how the performance is and how sharp, because you even said it, this was the best performance we've seen from Terrence. Do you
Uh,
believe that type of work kind of got him to be to perform the way that he did?
uh, yeah, definitely. Your sparring definitely gets you ready for your fights, and you sparring with high level people, it's going to get you ready. But I had took in consideration of the sparring before the fight, and I was thinking Spence had the upper hand because he'd be working with the Charlos, and they're big, strong, explosive dudes. So I feel like he was gonna be too big and strong for Crawford, but it was the other way around.
Right, right, right. Plus, none of those Charlos are Southpaw, or they can't switch either.
Yeah.
So that's a different look. Guys, we got 102 people on the live with 27 likes. We got to get these likes up. We got the one and only Curmel Moton right here, man. Now gearing up to like Terrence, right? There's so many talks of like, hey, you know, uh, fight, Canelo Alvarez, go and fight, Javante Davis for the biggest paydays. Um, let's talk about that a little bit. What you think? What do you think about a fight with, do you think that's a little bit too much as far as for Tank when it comes down to fighting Terrence Crawford?
Uh, yeah, I don't think Tate should do that.
Right.
Feel like he should stay at his weight, in that 40 to 35, and keep dominating down there. But yeah, nah, he shouldn't fight Crawford.
Mm. Who would you like to see Tank fight next?
I'd like to see Tank fight either Devin or Shakur.
Mm. How you think he does between those two?
I feel like he'll beat Devin, and with Shakur, I don't really know who will win. It'd be a great fight. The styles make fights at the end of the day, so
Right,
who
right,
knows?
absolutely, absolutely. Um, in the same time, what do you think about Terrence moving up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez?
I feel like he could beat Canelo. I feel like if they were to meet like somewhere in the middle, he'll beat Canelo.
You think he'll be so? Oh, so you think a catch weight needs to be for it to be even?
Yeah, because Canelo's at 68. Yeah, that's a big jump for Crawford to gain all that weight. He gonna be slower. They can meet somewhere around like 60. I feel like Crawford would beat him.
Mm, mm. And then more in the 68, you believe it would be in favor of Canelo?
Yeah, probably. Crawford could still probably win that, but he'll have a harder time.
What do you see in those two that you believe that?
Because I feel like for Crawford to beat Canelo, he gonna need to use his speed and his fast footwork. And if he gains too much weight, he gonna be so slow. He gonna be planted on his feet. He gonna have to bang out with Canelo a little bit. And Canelo's big at that weight.
Right. So he can't be thinking that he's gonna hurt Canelo or knock out Canelo. It got to be straight by points, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily. Canelo, everybody's human. Canelo can be hurt too.
I like.
Canelo can take a punch though. We seen Triple G crack him. He ate him. But Canelo can be hurt. He's human.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, you know, when it comes to Canelo in this fight with Jamel Charlo, you got Jamel Charlo winning. Am I
Yeah.
right? What do you see in Jamel Charlo's game that you believe that? And ladies and gentlemen, we got 113 people on the live with 35 likes. If you like my man's right here, Cormel Moton, let me get these likes up. If you like what I'm doing out here in Mill City Boxing, let's get these likes up. So what you think about that matchup? You're gonna be fighting on the card. Do you even know if you're gonna be fighting in the TV section or not?
Uh, I'm not 100% sure. Floyd told me they're gonna show my fight though, so it should be either live streamed or on TV.
Yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in. I'm sure everybody else will as well. So, what you think about the matchup?
Uh, yeah, I feel like Charlo gonna take it. I feel like he has the skills to beat Canelo, and two people already gave us the blueprint how to beat him. Bevo and Floyd. Just Canelo struggled with boxers, and Charlo has the ability to box him, keep the range. And a lot of people talking about the size, but I feel that in that fight, really, Charlo's the bigger man. He's bigger than Canelo. He's taller, and I feel like he's gonna be stronger at 68.
Mm. See, I'm with you on that by the eye test, but we all know size don't matter. And
Yeah,
even watching you spar, I've seen you spar bigger guys, but you look like the bigger person in there. Do you feel like that could possibly be what you know Canelo and Charlo? Because if you look at just the size test, bro, you've been sparring some big guys and
yeah.
hurt.
Nah, yeah, that's definitely true. Size is only one thing, but when you got the skills and you know what to do with a big guy, you could break him down easy. But I feel like Charlo can be able to control the fight, use his jab, his footwork, and win the decision.
You think he could hurt Canelo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like he could. I feel like Canelo, he's like not as focused as he used to be.
right, right.
Canelo's a really good fighter, but I feel like as of late he been slack and he hasn't really been giving us the performances that we want to see from him. And if he comes like that with Charlo, I feel like Charlo could maybe set him up, at least drop him.
Yeah, absolutely. When you say blueprint, like what do you see as the blueprint to beat Canelo? You know?
Use footwork, don't bang with him, box, jabs, land your punches, land your combinations, then move, keep the range.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And obviously keep your punch count probably higher than his. It's easy to do
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah. He try to set up one shot, one shot at a time, pick his shots. He like to load up too, so he telegraphed his punches.
Facts, facts. Those are some of the reasons why I like Bud in that situation as well. But it's so tough because also when we talk about decisions and Canelo, it's like he already up, 3 rounds already before the fight starts. So
Uh,
it could go either way. Now, obviously Jamel is the king of the rematches. Like, let's be honest, right? Every time he
yeah.
rematches somebody, he knocks them out. Um,
Uh,
you think if it's a close a fight, do you think that they would run it back?
uh, yeah. I don't see why not.
Right, 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 right. Now, like switching up an angle, like obviously in the Errol Spence fight, we seen Terrence Crawford knock him, and the second knockdown, he hit him with an uppercut when he was on the ropes. Went to the neutral corner and straight looked at Jamel Charlo, saying, "You up next." What do you think about that matchup? Terrence Crawford and Jamel Charlo at 154 pounds.
I say it's not gonna be easy, but Bud'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you see in that fight? Like, why you kind of lean towards Bud?
I feel like Bud just has amazing boxing ability. His counter punches and his being able to switch like that, have power in both hands, it's really hard to beat him. And I feel like a fighter like Earl Spence or Charlo, they kind of have similar styles. Like come pressure, jab, come with the jab. They real like up and down type fighters, and a fighter like that is tailor made for Crawford.
Mm, yeah, I definitely agree on that. Um, Gearing up back to you, you know what I'm saying? You was talking about your personality. Um, being a fighter, we've seen so many different things when it comes to being an entertainer. You see Teofimo Lopez, doing backflips. You see Javante Davis doing backflips. Um, and I'm not saying you got to be acrobatic like that, but what do you see yourself as far as being an entertainer? Even your mentor Floyd, you know what I'm saying? He really knew how to entertain. Do you believe you could do the same?
Yeah, I do. I feel like as my fights go on, I get more exposure. I feel like people will see my personality more. Start doing press conferences, things like that, talking trash, and yeah, I feel like I definitely entertain the fans.
So you got game and talking trash, like you got a little game on that or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I bet you show your friends in the gym all the time. um, Talk about like some of the music you like to listen to while working out in the gym and
uh,
gearing up to a fight as well.
yeah, I listen to a lot of NBA YoungBoy, Lil Baby, and like Raw Wave.
Mm.
I listen to some of my peoples. I listen to Sauce Walker, uh, Young Junior, a lot of just a lot of rap music mostly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
after the little baby and chopper, I got lost. You already know I'm 35.
Yeah,
I love it
but
though. I
yeah.
love it. So it's rap music. You know what I'm saying? We got 142 people on the live, guys, with 48 likes. We need to get these likes up. Let's get it going. Um, what you think about Jaron Boots Ennis and what you think about do you when we talk about the best matchups for Crawford, is he that guy for you does he pass the eye test for you as far as like, yeah, that guy might be Crawford's biggest test?
Uh, Nah, Boots is a very good fighter. He's nice, and I feel like him and Crawford will definitely be a really good fight to watch. I feel like Crawford will beat him though. Like I feel like Boots rely on his athletic ability a lot, and which is good. He's really good with it. But I feel like he was struggling with what's the name, Vila,
Villa, yep.
until he caught him. It was a close fight, and I feel like Crawford will walk through Vila, and so I don't know. Styles make fights at the end of the day. I have to see them in the ring together.
Mm.
But right
You,
now,
you,
I'll take Crawford.
when you mean like close fight, what are you talking about? Like the first 3 to 4 rounds type deal?
Uh, I mean, the whole fight, Boots was winning, but he wasn't dominating the whole fight. But I don't know. It was a good fight altogether, but Boots got him out of there at the end.
Right,
So
right. And you believe like that's just a basic fighter, straight up and down, come forward type of a fighter that you can't really gauge. The elite with somebody like that.
uh, yeah, I feel like his best thing is his power, and
Mm,
maybe that's why Boots was kind of you know just I don't know. Maybe he hit hard in there, so Boots was just trying to break him down slowly. But Boots was I don't know if Boots could take, but
mm. Do you believe he's more flashier, and that's why people kind of look at him a little bit differently when it comes down to the top guys?
uh,
Do
maybe
you believe
but I
he's
feel like
do you think he's the top, welterweight?
nah, he's a top guy for sure. He's right there with Earl and Bud. He's a top guy for sure. And
Mm,
I feel like, but he just hasn't got the his shot
opportunity.
to prove it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
hate that.
but
Uh,
yeah, he likes to be flashy in there. But that's all part of entertaining. He's an entertaining fighter to watch.
so that being said, we've seen guys like Roy Jones that is very athletic. They had a shorter career, maybe because they stayed there too long, maybe because they took so many risks and went all the way to heavyweight. We don't really know what could have been for Roy Jones, but for a guy like Boots, do you believe it could be something similar to that?
Uh, maybe I his Boots is a little older than them guys, and well, for he not old, but to not have a title yet, he's a little up there. And so
Got a lot of
I like
fights
this.
too.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get his shot. He been in the game a while, so I like to see him get his opportunity. Show
What
us
do you
what he really about.
What do you young bulls say when you all see, because you guys are not just young guys, you guys are young boxers. What do y'all feel, and what's the conversations y'all have with guys like Boots that, like you're saying, I think he's like 26 years old. He got 31 fights, no real titles yet. Like, what are conversations that y'all having? Because look at you, you was about to get it in your first shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What goes through your mind in conversations and stuff like that? Like
Uh,
thinking about your career, saying I ain't even trying to have that type of a career. Like I ain't trying to have 31 fights, no titles. Like what goes through your head as far as like that's just way too many fights?
uh, in today's day, yeah, that's a lot of fights to not have a title. Back then they used to fight and had to really work their way all the way up for a title shot. But in today's day, it's all about the name and who's got the biggest name and this and that. So it's like it just depends on the position you in.
You think Boots could beat Arrow?
Mm, Nah, I have to go with Earl on that.
The experience
Yeah,
it's really that.
but if they fight at 47, I don't know. I don't think Earl could make that weight no more. So if they fight at 54, Earl win. But if they fight at 47, Boots will take it.
That's fair, and I like it. Um, when we talk about you know, Earl, like where do you see him like as far as now? I mean, do you feel like he's damaged goods? Do you believe that at 54 he could be back to the big fish conversation, the truth type of a deal?
Uh, yeah, I feel like Earl definitely gonna bounce back. He gonna dominate at 54. He gonna
Gonna dominate.
yeah. I feel like he gonna show us that it was part of the weight. He gonna be a lot stronger at 54.
I like it. I like it. We got 156 people on the live, 56 likes, guys. Let's get to 100 likes here. We got Curmel Moton in the building. Stop playing no games, man. If you appreciate his game, if you appreciate my game, you got to get these likes up. So, you know, now at 54, like, do you believe that Bud is the ruler at 147? Obviously, he's leaving it. He had all the belts. Do you
Yeah.
believe he's going to become the ruler at 154, or you not sure when it comes to the rematch?
Uh, are you talking about the rematch of Bud and Spence?
Right, because you did say he would be a better fighter. You didn't
Yeah.
say he would beat him. Did you see a big skill gap, or did you just see your boy really not himself that night?
I feel like there was the weight did play a part in it, but I feel like as far as the skill too, Bud outmatched him and just I feel like it would definitely be a lot better fight and a lot closer. But I still don't know if Earl will win.
Right, right. And for the people that are talking about Frank Martin had an emergency yesterday, guys. So we'll be doing that Frank Martin interview on Sunday. For the people that are in the chat asking, I had over like 1,500 people on the chat yesterday waiting for Frank, and Frank, he
Uh,
got busy on me. But
uh,
hit those like buttons, guys. We got the young phenom right here. I think this guy right here is going to be a lot more special than the homeboy Frank Martin. Not no shade or anything like that, but you started at such a young age in this sport,
yeah,
and I ain't gonna hold you. When you're young like that, it's different levels. Look at
it
Tank.
is.
Look at Shakur. They started so young. So it's like you guys become young little professionals already
Uh,
when you're already in your teenage years and stuff like that. But nevertheless, speaking upon that, Shakur and Frank Martin are in discussions. It seems like it might be a rumor. That's why I'm trying to get them on. What do you see in that fight?
that's Shakur gonna take that fight.
Yeah,
Frank, yeah, Shakur easy.
talk to me.
Uh,
You got to say something about Frank.
Frank and Frank's a good fighter, but I feel like part of what you said about starting late and just it's different. You know, when you start as a kid, the stuff comes natural. A lot of stuff you don't even got to think about no more. You just do it. Uh, it's just a totally different experience. And especially with Shakur, he been doing this since he was a baby. He went to the Olympics, everything. He's ready. He's one of the sharpest in the division right now.
Mm,
And I feel like none of those guys really beat Shakur. Only person that has the ability to is Tank.
right, right. Due to the now, not just off of the punching ability, but you believe that he could box as well with
No,
his.
yeah, Tank. Yeah, Tank definitely has the skills to box with Shakur and match his skill.
Right, right, right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 160 people on the live, only 70 likes. Get these likes up. Don't be shy on the super chats either. We haven't got one yet. So it's my man Curmel Moton in the building. So when we talk about this week's fights, you know what I'm saying? We got big heavyweights coming in this week. We got Jared Anderson, fighting on the headliner tomorrow night. We also got Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. Um, what y'all think about those matchups?
Uh,
You in
yeah, I
tune with
feel
the
like
heavyweights?
yeah, I've been watching Jared Anderson for sure. He's really nice. He's one of the most skillful heavyweights there is right now, and I feel like he's good, but I don't know. I feel like he's a little small for heavyweight.
Mm.
Like he could he could definitely beat these guys right now, but if he gets like to Tyson Fury, so I feel like he's just a little too small.
I heard some rumors about them sparring, man. I don't know.
Oh, for real?
I heard somebody went down. Somebody
Oh,
big.
damn. Oh, damn. Hey, nah, Jared is nice for sure, and he definitely cracked. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't know. I feel like if he was at cruiserweight, he'd run through that, dominate easy.
You
He
you
become champ quick.
I completely agree with you 100%. It happens to be the heavyweights make so much money, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's the only reason why and it scares me. It scares me because it's like, can this kid, is he gonna have a short career because of that? You know, because we got Alexander Usyk that he was undisputed at cruiserweight, went to heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's like the modern day Chris Bird. I don't need you. I don't think you probably know who Chris Bird is, but
Nah, I know. No.
oh, you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you see the similarities as far as when it comes to the heavyweights?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah,
Right, right.
but
Um, you think his skill ability is at least his IQ and all that? Do you believe that it's higher than some of these other heavyweights, or you believe that sometimes all this slipping and flashiness at that weight class, sometimes the fundamentals, the keys of like just guys like Charles Martin in his last performance, just the old school methods of just being able to be in and out and pick your shots wisely is kind of the thing that at that division you have to really be look out for, and that's why you believe that the size is gonna kind of it's gonna be a big reason why he's not gonna last as long as he should.
uh, yeah, the size definitely takes a big part in it. But I feel like with all like the athleticism and the slipping, rolling, all the flashy stuff, it's good for sure. But Jared does need to make sure his fundamentals are sharp because big guys like that, one punch could change everything. So, but yeah, all the rolling and stuff that's good, especially trying to set up punches, set up his counters. But I feel like Jared gonna be alright. He'll definitely become champion at heavyweight.
Right, right. Steve Fulton went to Japan to fight Inoue. Were you able to see that fight?
Yeah, I seen it.
Um, people talk about Tank and Inoue. Uh, some people believe that that's not really could ever happen. But you're more at that weight class. I mean, he campaigned at 122. You're going in at 126. Going to Japan would that ever be a thing for you? Like, would you be confident enough to go to Japan to fight a big star like that?
Um, I'll never duck anything, but you never know what they got going on over there in Japan. You never know what they're letting slide with, in a way. So I know my team will definitely make sure everything's straight, and I'd like to see Inoue fight in the States for sure too. He's been having everybody go over there, and he's doing great over there. But I'd like to see if he can do that over here.
Wow, that was very a mature answer. I gotta say, you definitely got some of the best handlers in the game of boxing. Um, did they did they kind of like tell you that type of game of like what's going on in different countries and stuff?
Yeah, you never know because he's in home turf, and you know he's doing great. He's knocked people out and doing amazing things. You never know if that's natural.
Right. If y'all think that was a great answer, give me a like. Give us a like. We got 168 people on the live. If you like that answer, give us a like. Now talk to me. You think you beat Inoue, or you think he has
Uh,
a big experience, a lot more experience that you need to kind of wait for?
in a way, he's a beatable fighter. Of
Hmm.
course, I'd like to get some experience in the pros, but in a way, it's beatable.
What did you see in that fight that was like? Who were you going for anyway?
I wanted for him to win,
Yeah, I did too.
of course.
Um, what did you see in that fight though? Like, what you see in that fight that you felt like, damn, Fulton did Fulton look as the way he's supposed to look? Some people were saying that some of his people that he worked with say that he was weight drained. You think he didn't let his hands go enough? Do you think his legs were
Uh,
too much spread apart? What you think that he went wrong in that fight?
uh, yeah, definitely that was his problem, his legs. But that's how he fights in general. That's why he got caught like that. You got to be able to switch things up. There's a lot of things that could have took a big part in that. He went to Japan, the time difference. It messed up his sleep schedule. The food over there, you never know. The raps, whatever they was talking about, you never know what in a way got going on. So you know, I feel like if they were to fight in the States and Fulton makes a few different adjustments, Fulton will beat him. Because in a way, he's got skills, and from what I see, he hits hard, but he's beatable.
He's beatable. You think no Tank. Stay away from Tank.
Nah, Tank will knock him out
Easy work.
easy.
Mm. Who's your top five fighters today?
Crawford, Tank, Shakur, uh, I, Earl, a healthy Earl, and then I'll probably put Tyson Fury.
Ooh, Tyson Fury's in your mix. Nice. You think he beat Usyk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What you think? You think that's a close fight, or is that like decided?
Now it'll Tyson Fury not just gonna walk through him. Usyk's a great fighter. He got a lot of skills, but I feel like Tyson Fury is just too big in there. He's too relaxed and just he gonna keep the pressure on Usyk, keep hitting him with the shot, keep touching him, and he gonna break him down.
Mm. Top five all time fighters.
Floyd, uh, Sugar Leonard, Evander Holyfield,
Ooh,
Aaron Pryor, and I say like Roy Jones.
Roy Jones. I'm very surprised you didn't put Hagler in there, because you guys have a similar type of a thump when y'all throw them hooks. You
Yeah.
guys throw some devastating hooks. I gotta say. Um, Talk about the when we talk about like some of your favorite prospects in the game right now. Signed to a company, and then obviously we gotta talk about the Keyshawn Davis um, work that you had, and how do you see him lining up with a guy like Frank Martin?
Me and Keyshawn had great work. It was yeah, that was really good work. Some of the best work I've had. Real back and forth. I learned a lot with him, and I feel like based on Frank's last performance, Keyshawn will win that. He'll dog him.
Do you go off of people's last performance? Because some people do, some people don't.
Uh, nah, cause like people could always make adjustments in the gym. That's what they go into the gym for, to get better and to just get sharper. So I feel like Frank gonna come back better his next fight. But as of right now, I feel like
Even if it's
Keyshawn,
Shakur?
mm, he'll he'll come back better, but he's not gonna have a better performance.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I feel like Keyshawn will beat Frank, but it'll be a good fight though.
Mm, mm. What's your favorite division in boxing right now?
The 135 division.
What's your next one?
Uh, I'll probably say the heavyweights.
The heavyweights? Mm.
Yeah,
What you think about the 140 division?
who's a Tiafimo? Tiafimo's running that right now.
He's running
They
that?
got they got what, Regis, and then Devin's going up, right?
Mm-hmm. You seen that the dude with the IVF, Subred Matias? You seen him yet?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, check him out because he got a lot of similarities that you have, as far as throwing a lot of combinations downstairs, catching shots, and staying in the mid range. I think that you would like his style. He got a heavy hands as well.
I'll check
Um,
him out.
you got guys like Richardson Hitchens that are in that. He's going to be fighting with Jose Cepeda. What do you think about that matchup? What do you think about Richardson Hitchens?
Richardson Hitchens, he got skills for sure. He been in the pros for a while. I'm surprised he hasn't like been moving up, like facing bigger guys yet. But
Yeah,
he got
Jose Cepeda is going to be the biggest fight for him right now.
yeah. That's the dude that Tank knocked out, right?
Jose Cepeda is the guy that Regis beat. He knocked out Josue Vargas.
Oh, okay. I know you're
Regis
talking about.
Cepeda.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, but Regis took his belt, took the WBC belt from him.
Yeah,
Uh,
Hitchens still win that.
yeah, yeah. How do you see Richardson matching up with some of these guys like Tio, Regis, your boy Rolly in there?
Uh, yeah. He could handle. I feel like he'll have a good fight with Regis, and he can handle Rolly. I feel like Tifimo, he looked real sharp his last fight, and right now he's dangerous. So I say people just he's a tough fight right now.
Right.
Maybe him and Devin or something.
Who do you favor in that fight? Because I feel like that's one of the biggest fights at 140.
Uh, I don't. I want to go with Devin because I feel like Devin outboxing, but then at the same time, Tio has fast footwork to be able to get up there to Devin, and then Tio can crack. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough fight for Devin for sure.
You seen him work in the gym? Because he be in Vegas as well.
Who, Tio?
Yeah.
I haven't.
No. Now your boy Rolly, right? The other dude that knocked him out, you spar him a lot, right? What's his name?
Yeah. Jahan Ingram.
Jaron Ennis. I overheard that he gives you some of the best work, right?
Yeah, that's my boy. We always have great work in the gym.
He's also signed to Floyd. Uh, Talk to me. Is he a special fighter or is he just coming up? 180 people on the live. We need 100 likes though. Okay.
Uh, yeah, I'll say Jahan special, especially for the experience level he has. He only had like 9, 10 amateur fights, and then
Mm.
he jumped straight to the pros, and he's been doing his thing in the pros, and yeah, he's special.
What you think about Rolly?
Rolly Rolly can fight. Rolly just he needs to make a few adjustments, but Rolly he could fight.
Rolly and Ryan. Who wins?
Uh, I say I say Ryan now. Ryan been working with Team Earl Spence, and just he began sharper. I seen him. He was working with Floyd,
Oh, I seen that.
so yeah. So I feel like Ryan gonna be a lot better, and he'll beat Rolly.
He'll beat Rolly.
Yeah.
Would you beat Rolly?
Hey,
I see skills when I see them. I know skills when I see them.
uh, you know, we'll find out when I get up to that weight.
Stable mate. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
What about some other guys that people don't know that you cool with that you feel like say we had the Cormel promotions already, Cormel Moton promotions already, right? What would you say? Like, who would you who would you sign in your stable that we don't know about?
So you saying like amateurs like that I be with?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to put us in game right now. You got to put us in all
Uh,
in game. Check us all
yeah,
right now.
there's a 176 pounder named Ethan Smith. He out of Vegas. He nice. He Arthur Williams.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he was trained by Arthur his whole life, and he got a similar style to him. Yeah, he got great skills. We got another dude out of Vegas, Kaipo Gallegos, Southpaw. I grew up in the amateurs with him. I've been sparring with him since I was like 7 years old. Oh, he's been great work. He's 17-time national champion, I think. And yeah, there's a
I
lot
know who
of
you're
good
talking
dudes
about.
out there. Yeah,
I know who
there's a
you're
lot
talking.
of good dudes out there. And who else? Let me think. I signed some girls. There's a girl out of Texas. Her name Gabriella Tellez. She nice. She one of the best female amateurs out there right now.
She bad too.
Yeah, she nice.
Yeah, because you smiled as soon as you said it. I was like, oh wait, she might be bad.
Nah, nah,
But
nah.
she's
She
nice,
she be like, especially for a female, she be cracking.
right?
She,
Oh, there's a female
yeah,
cracking right now. You saying?
yeah.
What's her name
She
again?
be Gabriella Tellez. She
Hmm. What you like about her game? What's her accolades?
she a 18-time national champion. She on Team USA, number one USA, and yeah, she nice for sure.
Yeah, man. Don't be sparring her, please. Don't do that. Um, well, nevertheless, man, I appreciate you tapping in. For the people that don't know, we got over 170 people on the live. I want to let y'all know that my man Curmel Moton will be, starring his debut on the Canelo versus Charlo card. And I feel like everybody on the live, if y'all haven't seen this young man work, I feel like y'all have to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you'll 100% be a fan instantly. He has a fan pleasing style, great personality, and in the same time, I just can't wait, for you to just show the world all your talents. So make sure you guys tune in September 30th. My man right here, pro debut. Can't get any better than that, right?
Uh,
Um, last minute things that I wanted to say before you know uh tapping out with you. Um when it's not boxing, I see that you guys are breeding dogs. Is that something that you really like to do? Is that something that you really like to do? Like you love dogs? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's something that I've been doing for a while now. I've been breeding Pomeranians, and now we're getting into the bullies, and
That's where the money's at
just
right there.
yeah, and but yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and I have fun with the dogs. Like to take care of them and stuff.
What else you like to do on your off time as well?
I like to play video games. Uh, go out, see the movies, chill mostly. I
You
be
like
inside a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, but I go
I
play
see you like
basketball
Louis
or something.
Vuitton. I
Yeah,
see you like Louis Vuitton, you know,
yeah,
and Gucci. Is
yeah,
so do you like the flashy footwear, the flashy stuff? Like you enjoy everything.
yeah. I like fashion. I like to get dressed up, get new stuff. Go
Call of
shopping.
Duty?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty.
Is there like a name that you put out there that you could have the people like check you out in, or is that something personal?
Like my gamer tag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My gamer tag. It's on PlayStation. It's the real mellow one underscore.
And are you nice with it, like, or are you
I'm
basic?
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, no boxing games. You not with the boxing games.
Nah, I play Fight Night. It's on the Xbox. I got a PlayStation right now, but my dad got an Xbox. I be playing Fight Night sometimes. I'm waiting for that new one to come out though. I'm gonna cop it for sure.
What's the name of it?
I don't know. It's like called ES Boxing or something.
Yes,
I
boxing.
don't know, uh, but yeah, I'm gonna cop that one for sure.
I'll definitely. I used to be an amateur fighter. I probably will never beat you, so I'll see if I can try to beat you on that. You know
Uh,
what?
yeah.
um,
It's called Undisputed. I seen
yeah, it's undisputed,
they
man.
yeah
So they must have all the dudes that are undisputed on the cover of that. Probably
they
that'll be
should.
dope.
That'd be dope.
Right, right, right. When we talk about you, like, um, do you ever want like I know undisputed is like a thing that happened more like last year than anything else. Is that something that you would like to accomplish, or do you care about being more divisions, like conquer more divisions? Like, talk to me.
Uh, nah, I definitely want to be undisputed for sure, and I want to break records. I want to go down in history. So yeah, undisputed is definitely something that I'd want to do. 'Cause I want to be one of the best out there. I want to solidify my name as the best, and that's the way to do it.
That's amazing, bro. That's definitely amazing. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time because I'm pretty sure that you're probably going to go for a jog or go to get into the gym. But
Yeah.
for anybody that wants to know about your social medias, where they can find you, let them know.
Yeah, you can follow me at Curmel Moton One on all social media platforms on YouTube too, and just yeah, tune in.
You already know, guys. Like I said, once again, September 30th. My man Curmel Moton Pro Debut. If y'all didn't know, now y'all know. Everybody's been talking about like who's on the card, who's on the card. I think Mario Barrios and Ugas is on there as well, right?
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah,
Before you go, give me your prediction.
I got Ugas.
You got Ugas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nevertheless, brother, I appreciate your time, man, and hopefully we can get some more fans going your way and tuning into you on your pro debut. Much love, God bless, and we on to the next, man, to the next one. You already know, man. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Curmel Moton, a phenom. You know what I'm saying? A phenom of the sport. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I mean, we got a great undercard, don't you think? You know what I'm saying? Mario Barrios, Ugas, Curmel Moton. Oh, you also got Erickson Lubin versus Jesus Ramos, an amazing, amazing card. You know what I mean? Smash the like button, guys. Jab the like button. If you appreciate the interview, please tap that. Obviously, I'm gonna be just tapping in with you guys just a little bit more longer. Hopefully, we can get our first super chat of the day, and maybe I can get into some of these comments as well. Um, but nevertheless, man, thank you guys for tapping in. I really appreciate y'all. for supporting the channel. We here, it's a Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. We like the rookie of the year, man. We like the rookies of the year right here. You know what I'm saying? What y'all like about Curmel Moton? Um, good kid. Um, obviously Floyd. Floyd got him in the wraps of everything. Where do y'all think you think he's gonna be? Mayweather Promotions, or do you think he's gonna be more towards like the PBC type of a thing? You know what I mean? Seaside, what's going on? Thanks, Mills, bro. Always the best content. Salute, King. Salute to y'all. And for the people that are right here that were waiting on the Frank Martin interview yesterday, he had some personal issues. So I'm going to be tapping in with him around 12 o'clock p.m. On Sunday. So for the people, be in the lookout for that. I have to figure out what we're gonna do with my Zab Judah brunch show. Plus, we might have to like collabo or do something dope. But I definitely got him. Most likely we're gonna be most likely we're gonna be having some more people. I also got an interview also with the, let me tell you the guy's name. He's a heavyweight that he fought Jaron Ennis. I ain't gonna hold you. He got knocked out by Jaron Henderson in the second round. But he got a draw with the Big Bang Zhang. You know what I mean? So he's a heavyweight, and I want to get his perspectives on what he thinks about Jared Anderson this weekend. What does he think? He's also sparred Tyson Fury, so this is a good interview as well to be looking out for. I'll probably be doing it in the next hour or two. And his name is just to give you guys the heads up on him. His name is Jerry Forrest. Jerry Forrest. I'm gonna be hitting them up right now. Uh, you available? You available now? He was at the gym working out, so that's gonna be definitely a draw. Where he had a draw with I'm talking about Jerry Forrest, the heavyweight. He had a draw with Zilly Zhang. He went 10 with him. You know what I'm saying? And then he got knocked out by Jared Anderson in the second round. I want to know what he thinks. I want to know what he thinks. And then he also sparred Tyson Fury. So I feel like, it's good to be able to get some of these other names that we don't really recognizably know, not superstar names, but guys that, B-side guys, guys that have been in the ring with them. They can teach us a little bit about game. Nevertheless, again, to some of these comments, I salute to everybody on the live. Smash the like button, jab the like button, finger the like button, make love to the like button, do things to the like button that I wouldn't do. But nevertheless, we got 119 likes. Let's get them up. Let's get them going. You know what I'm saying? Super chats are always welcome as well. So here we go. We got Ultra Instinct, PBC filled with tons of corrupt decisions that I lost count. Okay, okay, but in the same time, everybody really, it's not just a certain platform that does it. I believe that, a lot of the organizations do it as well. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about Top Rank and that crook Bob. Here we go. That was not what I said. I'm just reading the comments here. You know what I'm saying? Um, I respect all the platforms. I see what they're doing. I don't like corruption, but it's like it's part of boxing, right? Um, he is a baby to Mayweather. I think Mayweather will take care of him. Absolutely. But then again, look, he was going to fight Liam Wood, right? In his pro debut, a champion. Imagine that's history right there. Your first fight as a pro, becoming a champion. That's unheard of. We have to keep it real. We have to keep it unbiased and objectively on that one, man. That is an amazing, you know, thing. I don't know why. I think that I'm glad they didn't do that, because then Cormel would have had to been fighting high opposition throughout his whole career right from the jump, and I think you have to slow it down. I think guys, we have to. We can't just put him in there with the Wolves right away. You got to get him. He's doing a 6 rounder, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? A 6 rounder is dope. Skipping the 4 rounders. And nevertheless, Mayweather Promotions. But I think he will have the same footsteps like Tank. He will probably branch off later on his own promotions because Mayweather takes a lot of fighters' money. Mm, mm. Teach. Yep. Larry Liston, Jerry Forrest. We're going to be doing an interview with him. Shout out to Champion. Mayweather will make the best decisions pertaining to the young guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Get Tio and Rolly on those mofos are entertaining as hell. Yep, we definitely are. Tio's been a little bit busy. He's been on vacation, so we're just waiting on him. Might get his father on tonight. His father has been, sick. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Possibility, I'll let y'all know for sure later on today. I ain't gonna hold you. Tio Senior, he a night owl, bro. Like he be all my interviews I do with him, they be at like 2 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. Crazy. Shout out to Champion. This was a great interview. I appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. Salute to Mill City. Good stuff. AM Sports Media. I appreciate you. I definitely do, man. I definitely do. Here we go. We got Teach. Think you can get Shakur? Of course I can get Shakur. I got Shakur in the past. I talked to Shakur. I got Shakur's phone number. We smack. Ooh, hold that. We chop it up and yeah. Get Keyshawn because he talks crazy. Yeah, I was actually talking to Zab about that. He's like, yo, he definitely pop his lip. We definitely gonna get him. Hey, Mel, any chance you can get Inoue on? Um, I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. I think that he's an amazing specimen, and I think that we should definitely try to get him on. Teach. Let's get another core interview. Yeah, we definitely gonna get core for sure. Trust me. After this Frank interview on Sunday, core's gonna hit me up and say, "Yo, he was talking smack about me. Oh, we chopping it up. That's for sure." Hell, man. To Chang, hey, it will be nice. Absolutely, I would love to chop it up with Inoue. Inoue is an amazing fighter, man. Mill City Boxing, really the best boxing channel on YouTube. Jaden, I appreciate you, man. Those are great, kind words, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. What y'all think about this week's boxing, though? Let's finger pop the like button, please do. Tommy Graham's in the building. Pop that like. You know what I'm saying? Finger pop it. You know what I'm saying? Just like your woman like it. Um, Seaside the Lock. Inoue can't even speak English. You're gonna need an interpreter. Absolutely. What you don't think that he got one? Of course, they all got one. You know what I'm saying? They all got one. Can you get the face on? What's up, Thomas Hill? What's up? What's up? Oh, the face. You talking? I know who you talking about. You talking about Tank? Listen, Coach Kenny and Coach Calvin promised me an interview with Tank. Plus, I heard that Tank has seen my work and said that my work is fire and he would like to get an interview by me. Which those are the words that, you know what I'm saying? When he was locked up, he seen some of my interviews and said he would like to chop it up with me. So what does Mill City stand for? Mill City stands for my city. Yeah, Mill City, Lowell, Massachusetts. So I'm repping my city. You know what I'm saying? I've done great things for my city, and I'm just paying homage to it. This is where I learned the boxing game as an amateur. Mill City is the town of where Mickey Ward is from. So yeah, I'm just repping my city. You know what I mean? Mills and Marcos is doing a damn good. Yeah, Marcos is alright. Marcos is alright. He's doing a hard work out there. You know what I'm saying? He's learning. He's learning from the best too. Okay, okay, Boston. That's right, champion. That's right. That's right, Mill City. We from the Beantown area for sure, for sure. Great work, Seaside. Great work of boxing. Two good cards and Circus KSI versus Tommy Fury. I'm not gonna watch that one. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna watch that one. I'm gonna watch everything else. We also got the London card. You know what I'm saying? I ain't missing the Usyk and Daniel Dubois. I'm not. Who y'all got in that fight? By the way, I want to know who y'all got in that fight. Boston, let's go Patriots. Let's go Red Sox. That's right, man. That's right. We haven't done anything special since Tom Brady. Tom Brady has left, and Red Sox and suspect, but you know how it is in the Beantown, man. We gotta rep our city and stuff like that. Mill City. Who is your favorite boxer of all time? Who is your current favorite? Okay, so I'll get to it right now. I like Sugar Ray Leonard. I think Sugar Ray Leonard is one of my favorite boxers. I think guys that go 15 rounds with an amazing conditioning. He has the speed, he has the power. He's my favorite fighter. Um, and then currently it's like a tie. I got a tie. I got Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, and those are my two because they're young guys. You know what I'm saying? I think T Bud is an amazing fighter as well. So I can't. There's so many great fighters, so that's hard to answer, to be real. But going up, everybody got Usyk by UD. Usyk champion. Champion got Usyk. Dubai doesn't like taking shots to the head. Pause. Yeah, Dubai, he like a robot. You know what I'm saying? He like a robot. He don't keep his guard up when he throws his hooks. I think Dubar has a great opportunity of getting stopped in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact of the accumulations of punches that Usyk could give him. Usyk is the southpaw with better footwork, so what Lomachenko, he gets to the right side of the orthodox fighters. Um, I mean the left side. I could see, and Usyk does the same thing a lot too. So we're gonna probably see it, Daniel Dubois, coming up right here, and Usyk being over there, shooting hooks to the face and to the body. So I believe that definitely Usyk's gonna win, and don't be surprised if it's by a stoppage for sure. Anybody that is 200 pounds, they could crack. That's for sure. Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson is a great fighter. He had almost 200 fights. I think he had 199 fights. I think he needed one more fight for 200. Um, Back in the day, they used to fight so much, man. So many rounds, man. So many fights. My number one favorite is Gervonta Davis. Man, the modern day lightweight Mike Tyson with better footwork, southpaw. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. So, a lot of people are giving grief on Gervonta Davis and the Pitbull Cruz rematch. I hate listening to fans that don't understand the business, and I don't mind giving people, a game. But like, I've been on radio stations, Spanish radio stations, and they praise Pitbull Cruz like the next other. Like, I'll tell you right now, Navarrete, Navarrete, William Cepeda, they're not even close to the popularity that Pitbull Cruz has. Listen to some of the things that, Calvin Ford, he has been having so many different meetings with the top heads of boxing. They give him game. And because of that, he repeats the game that he tells us. And it's true. You know, think about it. If Tank Davis fought Shakur Stevenson now, which I think is the best fight. I think that's the best fight that you can make as a lightweight, 100%. I don't think that there's no other fight skill wise that is better than that at lightweight. But in my opinion, when it comes down to money, look at Teofimo Lopez, one of the homies, right? He's a good kid. I know that he's very outspoken at times. I bet you he would like to take back some of the things that he says, but it is what it is. Very talented dude. He had to retire to get a little bit to slow down the heads to bees, right? To come back to get paid more money because he's sick of getting paid $1 million for championship fights. Now, this is a guy that has accomplished a lot, has already beat 2 pound for pound guys, right? With Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. And look at him now. He's at a point in his life that He is taking a lot of risks, not enough pay. But then, do you think that he would have liked to get paid like Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia? Take minimum risk? And these are young fighters here. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, my guy, shout out to my man James Toney. His birthday was yesterday, right? He's fighting Razor Reddick right now. James Toney was one of the most craziest skill, accomplished so many pound for pound guy, but now he's looking for money. And I feel like now with all the money that's being made in boxing, I think it's silly to, and obviously there's a lot of business decisions that you make that are not right. But, when you get all this money, right? Shout out to James Toney. I'm gonna call him again. He didn't pick up my call, but he hit me up for my birthday, so I wanted to make sure I hit him up for his. And, you know, my opinion on, Tank's team making sure that they give him the proper fights. Now, listen, as boxing fans, we all want to see the best fights. We all want to see the best fights, but we got to be patient. We have to be patient. Do I believe that Tank will fight all these guys? Yeah, I do believe that. I think he will. It's just a matter of time. Now, is Tank's stock gonna be just as high as if he takes a L? My opinion. What y'all think? Tell me. It's not gonna be as high. So, should I take the riskier fights towards the end of my career? Is it smarter? If you have anybody that has to do with management, they understand. Um, Now, salute to the self productions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you don't have to agree, but you know what? As fans, we get greedy. We want things right now, right now, right now. And I do believe that we're gonna get it. The guy is 28 years old, and don't I know he said that he wants to retire at 33, but look at Tank's already. He's fighting 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get some great fights. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Two Tang, Tao Tang. James Toney he was hella nice. His defense was like Mayweather, but he punched back hard instead in the pocket. Love watching him. Yo, I'll tell you, man, is when you have and because of that, he went heavyweight. So when he get hit, you know what I'm saying? Now when he talks, people in the comment section like, I can't hear you, I can't understand, I can't understand. Well, listen, these guys give great fights. And whoever the freaking license commission that approved James Toney to fight Razor Reddick, man, we're not cool. That's my boy, man. I don't want him fighting no more. I know that, right now, if it's for the money, if he has a headgear, big glasses, big gloves, then yeah, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see the little sparring clip with James Toney and Devin Haney? He goes, "Yo, you slapped the shit out of me, Devin." You know what I'm saying? He's funny as hell. I rock with my man Tony. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Zab today, and he said I talked to Tony and stuff and all that. You didn't, you didn't hear that he's fighting Reddick? Like he didn't tell you? And he's like, he probably did, but I don't understand him. He's funny as hell. Do you think that Tank can make the fight with Teal? I think so too. I think he will. I think he will because, like, remember that interview that he did on Complex, and he mentioned Tank. I like that when they said, "Yo, do you want Cambosos?" He said, "Nope," because y'all know y'all don't want to see that fight either. He said Shakur and Devin. Those three names were mentioned, so I do believe he's gonna fight those guys. I really do. Blessings to the lights out for certain. Yeah, lights out. Man, y'all making me want to call him right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Um, he's doing a lot of different things. He got a documentary coming out. He got a cigar line coming out. He's doing this a college, some type of like college boxing there. So some of these guys that are boxing, they can have health care, they have 401k, the whole nine. So it's cool to see what James is doing and stuff like that. Setting the bar, you know what I'm saying? You think you can get Andre Ward on? I believe, to be honest with you, I think I can get 95% of the boxing community onto the channel. I just believe that it's just gonna come with time. Just to let y'all know, I started this channel 7 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have like the regulars that send the super chats all the time. I don't got much time in the game, but in the same time, it's coming. It's coming. I definitely, I got some great connections in the game that will get some of these great interviews and great insights for us. You know what I'm saying? Smash your like button if you like what we talking about here. You know what I'm saying? I see the same thing that happens to Bud at the top rank happen to Shakur. Nobody wants to fight him, and he has across the street. Yeah, absolutely. That's why, coming upon talking to some of these fighters, like, do y'all think that the Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson fight is possible due to the fact that it's across the street? And, you got to have PBC and Top Rank come together to make this fight happen. You know what I'm saying? This is a real fight coming soon. Tony versus Razor Reddick, who Tyson said hits like a mule. Yeah, man. Cool JC 25. I know, man. It's true, bro. It's definitely true. I don't want to see these guys because you know what? The power is the last to leave. So these guys are still cracking. So their instincts are not good at all. Their speed of getting out of there is not good at all, but they're still punching like mules. So I don't want to see these guys continue to fight. I don't want to see Roy Jones continue to fight. I really don't. Masvidal, no, Jorge Masvidal, he put up a fight with Roy Jones and Anthony Pettis. That was his event. It's like, he made good money in the UFC, and then he's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. He put together a card with Roy Jones, and that was a real fight. Because if you look at the Roy Jones box rec, he got an L from Anthony Pettis. Like, for real, are you serious? And it was a close fight too. I don't get it. Jab the like button for Mills Connections, man. I love that shit, man. I love that shit. I drive old cars, man, and not just the connections, man. The insight of the things that I see as well. Definitely don't want to see that at all. I don't. I don't. I think that the legends got to stay legends, man. They're in the Hall of Fame, whatever. I mean, it's just sad that it goes to show you why you guys want these fights right away, and you see Tank with great handlers easing his way, gonna get you all the fights that you want. Same thing with Canelo. I think Canelo's gonna get you all the fights y'all want. If he decides to not fight David Benavidez, I also understand too. That he's like a straight, real 175-pounder weight bully. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think a lot of people don't want to fight Benavidez. I ain't gonna hold you. Mike Trill Baby, talk to me, man. Mike Trill Baby, what? Pissed me off, shaking my head. I'm mad. It's on BoxRec. For real, bro. Like, for real, for real. Why? Why we gotta have a UFC Hall of Famer, Anthony Pettis, give my man Roy Jones a L? For real. Like, it just don't make no sense to me. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. I got no super chats, but I need more likes, man. I need to get these likes. Come on, come on, come on. Bruh, you super plugged. Fight Hype, Fight Hub, going to start hating soon. Soon? Shout out to Marco still for Fight Hub. He ain't hating, but I used to work for Fight Hype. You probably know that, they're probably not the greatest fan to me anymore. I know. Shout out to some of the guys, Hans, that works for him. I'm cool with him. We wrapped it up the other day. Ben from Fight Hype, he unfollowed me on Instagram the other day. Oh man, but yeah, man, I'm glad. I'm blessed. I'm glad that I left Fight Hype, because it's like now I got my own channel, and now I can be able to make my own money, do lives for y'all, chop it up, let y'all think about what I think, give you the high level pro boxing media interviews as well, and at the same time, we the rookies of the year this year, man. So we on our way up, man. Almost at 11,000 subscribers, almost. Life goes on and it happens, bro. Oh, I ain't sweating it. What? Come on, son. Revenue is a lot better now that we left, to be honest. Way better. Way better. You think Jamal Charlo fighting before the end of the year, Jamal? he's getting ready. I don't know if y'all seen some of the workout videos that Jamal is putting out there. He looked better. He looked better. You know, it's funny, right? You find when you and then I seen him in the club like yesterday. He was in the club yesterday, man. They really ain't gonna like seeing you blow up. You about to. I appreciate you. I drive old cars, man. I appreciate it. Seaside the Lock. Apply for media pass, Mill City Boxing. You really talk to the boxers, absolutely. But the thing about it is, if I apply to the media credentials, right? First of all, I need gas money. I need I need hotel money. And I lease my car, so I am not gonna put the miles on. So I need a rental for the car. I'm in Boston, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind going to New York, but that's why I try to do some of these lives so I could get, you know what I'm saying, some super chats, donate that money and invest it into the press conferences. But why go to the press when we're getting exclusive content here? Exclusive content in the comfort of my own home. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as comfortable as this guy right here. He's knocked out forever. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like we get, and then and on the same time, it it's just like it's exclusive content. So I'm not sharing the same content that this platform is doing, and sometimes it's just a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a waste of time for making the investment and not making the money back. You know what I'm saying? That's why you haven't seen me in Vegas at all this year. You know, um, Maul twerking in the club. Maul be out there doing his thing, man. I seen him with like his wife and like three other females, and at least I didn't see him with a drink in his hand. At least I didn't see that. I drive old cars. I see you got a lot of regulars already in the chat, and I know. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Anybody that's a regular, I'm glad, man. Like I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. You guys could be doing anything right now, so I really appreciate that. Get Canelo on your chat, and I guarantee you, your live will blow up. Or maybe Jake Paul. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Money first. Hey, call up Victor Conte and get that snack sponsor. Ooh, you know what? I could do that. I got his phone number too. And I got an interview with him as well to get you guys some intel on what's going on. We in here, man. We're Coach Kenny. Jason Torres. You always on my comments talking about that. You know, Coach Kenny is my dog, but he's out there in Atlanta right now with Truck. So they're doing their damn thing. I'm gonna hit him up to see if we can get a Truck. No, not Truck, because I'll talk to Truck whenever. I let Truck focus. Um, but Coach Calvin, get Coach Calvin and Kenny on live on YouTube. Because Coach Kenny, I don't have the StreamYard. I haven't really set up the StreamYard yet, so I'm kind of doing this right off of the platform. So Coach Kenny does the Instagram lives. I'm trying to get more YouTube lives going on. It seems like it does a lot better numbers for me as well. So salute to Mill City. Love what you doing, family. Jason Torres, bro, I really appreciate you, man, for stopping by and really chopping it up. You know what it is, Mill City, Thomas Hill. You know what it is too, my guy. I see you. You everywhere, bro. Keep it going, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the ones that keep uh this alive. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get to 150 likes. It'll be really good. Definitely need that content interview. Oh, shout out to the brother Mill City Boxing. Winford X, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for stopping in, man. I love this. I love that y'all really come in to show that love. What y'all think about the Curmel interview as well? You know what I'm saying? Facts, old cars. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Um, in the same time, it's like don't get it twisted. It's not like I won't apply for the media pass. It's like I will. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm slowing it down. What happened with the ghost? An emergency, but he told me Sunday at 12 o'clock right here. So make sure you guys tune in. Sunday we'll definitely be getting the Frank Martin. Somebody went in my comments saying the ghost went ghost on us on yesterday, man. Last night, yeah, I was sick. I was so sick because I've been having a bad week. I ain't gonna hold you guys on. The Bowlesy interview, he wasn't in there. It was like technical difficulties. Um, I had whatchamacallit, Teofimo Senior fall asleep on me on one of them, but he's not feeling good. I understand. And then Frank had an emergency as well. He was eating, and then he had to rush out. You know what I'm saying? So keep your YouTube live and chop them down, like you said. The great strategy. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Just use YouTube to feed your YouTube. Yeah, man. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I still don't know what a wrench is yet. I'm still learning on, how to really rock with it. But I'm gonna get you guys what I'm saying? We the rookies of the year. You know what I'm saying? We the rookies of this year. Approaching 11,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't smashed the like button, if you haven't fingered the like button, if you haven't jabbed it, if you haven't finger popped it, if you haven't made love to it, please do it. You know what I'm saying? I drive old cars. Still was a good live, but Bozy was hilarious. Bozy was hilarious. Bozy wasn't even there. And then when I uploaded, I was tight because I'm thinking for certain he was going to be in there. I was over here talking to Casper and shit. What happened to the Bozy interview? When you going to get those technical difficulties? We didn't hear him. Audio couldn't. You have called him over the phone and put it by the mic. It was weird. It was weird. You know what I'm saying? Al Booger, you know what I'm saying, pumping them interviews out. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. Teach instead of the StreamYard. So in the dungeon, right? In the dungeon, you get bad reception. I don't know if y'all seen my Jaron Ennis interview. When you start a live, no matter what platform you're in, when your guest is in the dungeon, first of all, your reception is gonna start shitty at this time. And then another thing too, I think that Bozy has his Google password in the office or whatever. So, I was gonna restart it. I was trying to listen to y'all and I was trying to restart it, but then what happened was is that he had to go downstairs, do it all over. It was a whole bunch of mismatch. I didn't know that it wasn't gonna upload. So now that I know that it's not gonna upload, I'm just gonna just restart it and let everybody know that we need to get this right. You know what I mean? Studying on YouTube, whatever. Don't know. It's a video for you to learn from. Yep, absolutely. I'm gonna get it, man. I'm gonna get it. I'm not shy on trying to learn new things. Stay, student to the game for everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you said you interviewed Casper Ennis. Facts. Facts, yo. Facts. So this is Jerry Forrest. Um, gotta do this interview. He got me his phone number right now. So it's gonna be a good interview for you guys to check out. What I'm gonna do now, right, is I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna salute to everybody on the chat. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. Please press the notification button, guys, for the next interview, for the next topics that we talk about next. I appreciate you guys, all the regular people that are in here as well. Salute to everybody. Let's before y'all leave, smash your like button. You know what I'm saying? We have 143 likes. I would like to get it to 150. But yeah, we just did a wonderful interview with Curmel Moton. We're going to continue some of these. Hopefully, we're going to get Ali Walsh as well after the weigh-ins. The famous Hall of Fame, one of the best boxers to ever lace him up was Muhammad Ali, and he made a light skin, grandson. You know what I'm saying? I want, a question that I haven't got to ask and I haven't heard a question from him was, what do you think about so? If Muhammad Ali was his godfather, no, his grandfather, Layla Ali is what to Nico? His cousin? Grandfather? Wait a minute. So grandfather. Oh, is his aunt, right? Yeah. So Layla Ali is his aunt. So I wanted to ask him, would he think of a fight with Clarissa Shields and his aunt, Layla Ali, and how would it go down? And what his thoughts on? And he'll be fighting tomorrow night on you know on Top Rank. You know what I mean? ESPN Plus. Check him out. Also, I want to talk about his last opponent. I guess he got hit by PEDs and whatnot. So I want to hear what they got to say about that, because it's just like, you know, the information comes in now that, you know, his opponent, and it was the only opponent that he got a draw on. So it's kind of weird how like 2 months go by and now he got popped, and it happened to be that's his only draw. So that's kind of interesting as well. Do thumbnails and intros and outros. Also, get the guests to shout out and record them for the intro. Thank you for the advice, Seaside, the Lock, you know, Winford X. Mayweather wasn't gonna do that. That was great marketing by Mayweather. Salute the King, Mill City Boxing, man. I appreciate you guys for sure, for sure. But I'm gonna end this live, start up another one. Make sure you guys smash the like button right now before y'all leave. Let's get these likes up. Great interview with Curmel Moton, and we're gonna be doing another interview with a heavyweight contender. Um, I don't know if he's still a contender. I mean, maybe he might be a gatekeeper. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what his box rec look like. Let me see. I don't even like saying that name, gatekeeper, because it's tough. But you gotta kind of speak upon what it really is, right? He got nah. He ain't a gatekeeper. Six losses. He's a small heavyweight though. You know what I'm saying? I think he's standing around like 6'1". But nevertheless, it's this is the guy right here, Jerry Forrest. He's been in there with Jaron Ennis and Big Bang Zhang. I'm gonna do an interview with him. What he thinks about Jaron Anderson. He did get KO'd by him in the second round, so definitely gotta check him out. But I seen him fight. He's 35 years old, and I'm gonna be tapping in with you guys real soon. So much love, man. God bless, and we on to the next. Much love to everybody in the chat. Before y'all leave, smash the like button. We'll see you Rookies of the Year.